Raving evangelist, imagine knowing what blasphemy of the Holy Spirit actually means. The one sin that will not be forgiven, like I just talked about in the last video. Will not be forgiven, unbelief. Simple as that. And isn't it so simple, right? But the whole world confuses it. Sorry. The enemy confuses it, the world confuses it. Our flesh, sinful man confuses it. It's all going to come down to unbelief and belief on the last day. So the unpardonable sin that will not be forgiven on the last day is rejecting his free gift of salvation, the promise Holy Spirit, and unbelief. You reject the promise in unbelief. Just like back in the day, 2,000 years ago, they rejected him in unbelief. It's the same thing. So now, flip it now. Imagine the people who don't know what this is. Oh, you know they're restless. You know they're unsettled. You know they're even preaching on this very verse. I've heard it. I heard it not even that long ago. I'm not even going to mention his name. I don't want to mention his name and gossip, but it's true. He runs a huge deliverance ministry online, you know. And that's what he says. Blasphemy of the Holy Spirit, he says, is coming against people that minister like him and ministers like that, you know, that are casting out devils, and you're coming against their ministries. He says that's what blasphemy of the Holy Spirit is. It's nothing you're doing or not doing. It's that we're all sinful. We're all murderers, liars, and adulterers, and all the rest of it. From the least to the greatest, all the commandments, we break them all in the flesh, every single one of us. That's why we need to believe that Jesus did it all, that he was perfect. And that's why if you reject that in unbelief, that's how you commit blasphemy against the Holy Spirit on the last day, bringing your works righteousness to the table of grace. When he says come to the table of grace boldly, in full assurance of faith, and he says it's the table of grace, by the way, because it's a free gift. Grace is grace. You can't earn it. You can't work for it. You can't do anything. You just got to believe it, man. He promised you. He promised you the promised Holy Spirit if you believe it. So now imagine walking around in your life and not knowing what the unpardonable sin is. Oh, that'll leave people restless. And by nature, I guess, if you will, or your natural go-to now, whether you realize it or not, it's hidden and laid up in your heart somewhere. You are now trying to not commit the unpardonable sin, but you don't even know what it is. But somewhere you're like, oh man, I hope that I haven't committed that. And now it makes so much sense why you're running around telling people in the church, it's not enough to just believe. You can't just become a murderer and do. Like they go to the most wildest extremes, just like they did in Romans 3 with Paul. It's either in Romans 3:8 or Romans 3:27. I always get these two mixed up, but go and check. He was being accused of the same things. He says their damnation is just, who's bringing these accusations to him. Let us go on and do all these murderous things so that God's grace may come. We're not saying that. Oh boy, you guys come to the crazy extremes though. Listen, one sin will not be forgiven. It's unbelief. Don't listen to these guys. Nothing really else to say, you know, but they're restless in it because they don't know what the unpardonable sin is. It's unbelief. And now I'm telling you, believe.